Hello, my name is Chris Miller. I'm here to ask you a question. Are you comfortable with the chemicals in your food? When I was younger, I was fascinated by bodybuilding and working out, wanted to get bigger and stronger. I read a lot of books, watched a lot of videos about it, had minimal success until I realized how important certain nutrients are and nutrition in general. It's not just important with bodybuilding, but it's important for your health all around throughout your lifetime. As the more I read about nutrition and learned more about it, I learned that a lot of our foods are tainted with a lot of chemicals that are questionable. Some of these chemicals, like L-Cysteine, are actually made from human hair, duck feathers, and pork feet. They're ground up and used in breads that you find at restaurants and other places. They're used as a food additive. Another chemical, BHA, or butylated hydroxyanisole, and BHT, butylated hydroxyetylene, are in the same family. Now, the FDA regards those as GRAS, or generally regarded as safe, but yet they are both known carcinogens. They can lower testosterone. They're known to cause cancer in animals and possibly humans in high or low doses. They're not sure which one. Another chemical called potassium chloride actually can provide some benefits. When they administer it at a hospital, if you have low potassium, this product can actually raise your potassium levels. The problem with that is, when you really look into it, the prison system also uses potassium chloride. It uses it in lethal injection. The third ingredient they give you in lethal injection is potassium chloride. When you overdose on potassium chloride, you actually begin to feel lethargic and where you can't move. And I myself have actually experienced that. I was working in a hot sun one day and I drank 3 bottles of water with potassium chloride added to them. Well, I could barely move for a long time and it had to go through my system to wear off. So a lot of our products are tainted with these chemicals, especially even vegetables. Soy is something a lot of people swear by. I know a lot of bodybuilders that eat it for the health food and for the protein matter. Sure, it may have some benefits to it, but if you really get down to it, soy in its beginning form is genetically modified. Same thing with corn. Corn is genetically modified so that the bugs won't eat it. Well, once they've modified that, and after a while the bugs begin to eat it. So, at least 6 times a month, it's sprayed with a chemical known as glyphosate. Well, glyphosate is a known carcinogen, and there's a certain company that just lost a lawsuit for using glyphosate. There was a man who had cancer, I believe it was lipoma, and they lost the lawsuit because of his use of glyphosate gave him that cancer. Still a questionable product, but it's still used in a lot of lawn care. Even our beef, chicken, and pork have added hormones. A lot of times they're factory farmed, which means that these animals live with stress constantly in their lives. They can start with a chicken from an egg and make it in 40 days to be a chicken who can barely move. It's so fat and uncomfortable. Well, these chickens have stress hormone their entire lives, so when we consume them, we not only get the stress hormone, but a lot of times we will get the antibiotics and the growth hormones that are added to the beef and the chicken. Now, these added hormones can, of course, disrupt your hormonal levels, and the antibiotics can build up in your system and create antibiotic resistance, so that when you go to the doctor and you need antibiotics, they won't do anything any longer. Now, we're even poisoned when we drink our water from the faucet. If you drink water out of a faucet, you're drinking fluoride. Most people think fluoride is a safe ingredient. It's healthy for your teeth. Really, there's no proof that it helps your teeth, and there's no way to gauge how much fluoride you're getting if you drink water out of the faucet. You wouldn't think that would be a problem, but these products bioaccumulate, which means that they build up in your body as you get them. A little bit of these products here and there won't harm you in the short term, but in the long term they can build up and your body stops fighting them off, which could mean cancer, which could mean intestinal problems, kidney problems. Fluoride, actually, if you overdose on it and get too much, it can cause a problem known as fluorosis. Fluorosis is where your teeth and your bones become brittle, and they can actually affect you in a lot of different ways. Fluoride, if you look it up, is actually made from industrial waste. So it's certainly a questionable product at the least. I make this video because my thing is I want you to be informed about what you're putting in your body. The United States has a huge obesity problem. We have cancers going more and more, intestinal problems, stomach issues, and I think most of these are derived from our foods, whether it be the chemicals or the genetically modified products that we partake of. And my thing is, I want you to read labels. I want you to eat healthier, find products that are organic or not factory farmed, but grown in healthy ways, and that are not stuffed full of these chemicals. God said your body is your temple, so we really need to understand what we place into our bodies and how it affects our health. My thing is, read your labels. Everybody carries the best tool you can imagine. If you have a smartphone in your back pocket while you're shopping, find that processed food, flip it over and read the label. When you can't figure out what that is on the label, whip your smartphone out, do a search for it, check on the side effects, see how it'll affect you in the long term. By watching this video, I hope that you are all healthier and that you really understand what foods you're putting into your body. And please, don't get comfortable with the chemicals in your food. Eat healthy, stay safe, and thanks for watching.